Can you do the crazy legs? Then it's time for you to learn the Detroit. One of my skaters who I teach in an online lesson recently asked to learn the Detroit, and it is such a fantastic move that I thought I'd share it with you. The crazy legs is quite a difficult one to learn, so I do have an entire video on that if you need a little bit of help before we get started. So the move starts out as the crazy legs, but then this back leg is going to come to the side and we're going to do a little spin. Now, you need to decide which foot and which way you're most comfortable spinning. So if you want to spin clockwise, you're going to go with on the left foot. And if you want to spin anti-clockwise, you're going to go on the right foot. First thing we're going to do is feel the weight. So for this little turn that we're going to do, you need to have your weight down on this wheel. Now, I have just filmed last week a video on the back outside spin, and this is essentially what we're doing, spinning on this outside wheel. So that video is going to really help you. But for this one, what we're going to do is you're going to hold onto the wall, flat like this. And if you're going to spin on your left foot clockwise, you want your left leg against the wall. And this right leg is going to be really strong, pushing the toes down into the boot. And then you're going to put all the weight on that front outside wheel and turn like that. And then vice versa. Left foot, push down in the boot with your toes, all the weight on that front outside wheel. And here, and I'm going to push myself around. That's just to feel where your weight needs to be and to get used to turning. So I'm pushing here, and on this foot, I'm pushing with this arm. So the most important part of this is to keep these arms on the wall, because this is essentially your direction of travel here. So we're here, and then on the left foot, when you're going to go clockwise, you want to push this left hand, and this is what's going to push you round. And then when you're going to go anti-clockwise on the right foot, this is the arm that's going to push you. This is really, really important. So this needs to be on the wall as well. But the push is going to come from here. And I'm essentially pushing myself away from the door, and that's going to turn this wheel. We can do this exact same thing whilst rolling. So on my right foot, I'm going to have my right arm in front, right leg in front, in a stagger position, and then I'm going to do my turn. There. And the other way around, I'm going to have my left leg in front, left arm in front, in a stagger, and I'm going to turn there. So see how my back foot stays in the same place. There. And the same way here. So everything is staying, my arms are staying, my feet are staying. All it's doing is I'm going onto my two toe trucks to turn. So it's a toe manual. There. But what you're doing is you're thinking all the time, when we were leaning on that wall, we're going to push down into that outside wheel. So now we're going to take what we've learned here and think about using it to turn, because when we do the Detroit, we do a spin. Let's start actually doing the Detroit. So what we're going to do is we're going to do crazy legs, and then we're going to do that move. So I'm going to bring my leg from the back to the side and do my turn. See, it's all making sense. So you can do this on either foot, don't forget, here. Right foot, and then my right turn. As you're doing the crazy legs here, when the leg gets to the back, you're going to push the weight down into those toe wheels, and it's going to come to the side. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. So I'm here, left arm, left leg, and I'm going to turn there. When we do the Detroit, you can actually do the turn we've been learning like this and use it as a series of 3/4 turns to give us the spin. Now, when you're practicing this, you can hold on because it's quite easy to get your feet kind of twisted up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stand like this, and I'm going to turn 1/4 of a turn, another quarter, and another quarter. Now, did you see my right foot? It turns in place. So I'm staying in the stagger and I'm sort of turning around it. So I'm here, so it stays here, and then here. Because this leg is then in position for you to do the next bit of the crazy legs, like that. And I will just show you on the right foot as well. So it's here, foot goes to the right, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, like that. Now, the more confident you get with this, the quicker you can make it, and those 3/4 turns will start to look like a spin. This is just a nice close-up of me doing it up to speed so you can see how it looks. This is spinning on the left foot clockwise, and now I'm going to do it on the right foot anti-clockwise. So here is a super duper slow-mo version of it for you. I'm just going to do my crazy legs, and then I'm going to spin on my left foot clockwise. All that weight goes onto that left toe to spin me round. There we go. So this next turn I've slowed down to super duper slowness so you can see exactly where my weight is. And I'm on that left outside front wheel so much. You watch at the end, that inner back wheel lifts. So watch that inner back wheel on the left foot as it comes around. You can see air under there, look. Because my weight is so far onto that left outside wheel, the opposite wheel is actually lifting, and that is absolutely fine. That happens when you really transfer your weight. So I'm just going to do it on the right foot now for you to have a look at. So the right foot is actually my slightly weaker side. You will see in a minute, I don't get quite all the way around. It turns back into one of those sort of quarter turns that we were doing. But again, that's absolutely fine. That spin will come. As you can see, sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. So on this one, I get a little bit wedged, look, and then I just flick that last bit. So it's just a matter of just practicing and really getting used to that weight placement. Here's one more spin on that right foot. Again, I've got a little bit stuck, and then it just carries on. So it's just getting those quarter turns. So on there, I've got the 2 turns smooth, but that last quarter turn, I'm just giving it a little flick. This move is now definitely one of my favorites. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, this was from one of my skaters who I have online lessons with. And if that's something that you'd be interested in, please do head over to my website, skatie.co.uk. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!